Let's talk about how AI is being used in local small business retail. But before we do that, I just want to talk about my situation. I own a shop, Glenferrie Road, Malvern, 114 Glenferrie Road, Malvern, here in Melbourne, actually. And this is me. That's me just there. I took this photo yesterday in the shop. It's kind of proof that I'm there and I do get to the shop. And even though I'm talking from the point of view of a point of sale company, I'm also talking from the point of view of a retailer. I own and run this business. I've owned retail businesses since 1996. And I think that experience helps inform kind of some of the things that we do from a software perspective because we've got a playing field that's safe and not going to hurt any customers as such, where we can experiment with these things. And AI is one of those things we've been experimenting with. In fact, we've been working on AI with local small business retails in local small business retail for 2 or 3 years now. Right now, in this shop here in Malvern, that's in the photo, uh, we don't manually type invoices in when they come in from suppliers. They're all imported electronically. And if we don't have an electronic file from a supplier, we take the PDF and the AI in the software scans it, loads the data into the software. If they're new stock items, it puts them into the software. It does all this beautiful stuff for us, saving hours every week. We haven't found an invoice yet that we can't import through the AI tools in the POS software. The other thing that we do is when we're looking at the pricing of something, if we've got control over the pricing ourselves, we can have the AI go and look around us at shops around us and price compare and give us guidance on whether we're going to be low, mid-range, or at the high point. That can be really helpful if you're selling something that's price sensitive or you want to maximize your gross profit on something. To be able to compare with other retailers, the AI tools that do that, just awesome. The other thing the AI facilities in the point of sale software can do is create really useful, engaging, sort out product descriptions. So we can use the descriptions that come from suppliers for sure. Everybody can use those. That means we're the same as everybody else. I haven't got time to necessarily, or staff at the shop haven't got time to necessarily go and rewrite product descriptions. But the AI tools, using the prompts that we can provide in our own voice, can create product descriptions that are more meaningful, useful for the business. And when we sell those products online, because we're linked automatically to a Shopify website, it can help us be found more easily by people who are out there shopping for those items. So using AI to write product descriptions is a real time saver, game changer for us. The other thing we're using it for is to generate blog posts. So if we bring in a new stock item we've never had before, we can literally hit a button and straight away we've got 300 or 400 words of a blog post ready to go. Now we take that blog post, we then modify it so it more tightly or closely reflects kind of the language that we would use. We put some personal details in there as well. So what goes up is our representation, but by having the base of the blog post written for us, that's such a time saver. It really works an absolute treat. We've been using that for a long time now, and that particular part of the AI tools and the POS software, just absolutely fantastic and a real time saver. So right now, they're the things that we're using AI for in the shop we have at 114 Glenferrie Road, Malvern. Receiving invoices from suppliers, literally any invoices at all, price checking nearby competitors, writing product descriptions that are meaningful and useful, and writing blog posts. But we're also, from time to time, using smart tools like making sure we're not out of stock of items that we're definitely going to be able to sell. Just making sure that we don't have a theft problem within the business. Making sure that we are not missing opportunities of growth because we're too busy doing other things in the shop. They're all tools that are within the software, this AI-enabled POS software. What I'm really excited for is what's about to come down the line, because we're going to start to see that the whole world of reporting in computer software is turned on its head. Right now, all of us in businesses, retail businesses that are using software are relying on reports to understand how our businesses are performing. And that's okay. The reports give us useful information. But what if those reports are then feeding information into an AI model that says, hey, this is what you need to be aware of about how your business is operating. This is what you should do. Here's an action plan based on the performance of the business. I'm just speculating here, but I think that computer generated reports by software are going to be a thing of the past because the AI tools that you're going to have access to, the AI insights, are going to replace those reports. And I say that because I can already see what's coming down the line. I can already see what retailers are going to have access to. And in this little shop of mine in Malvern, we're like any other local small business retailer. We're time poor. We're really careful in how we use our time and the things we get done. And we don't have a lot of fat, if you want to call it that, in terms of time available within the business. And so anything we can do to save time and also be smarter while we're doing that is going to be a real bonus for that business. This business here competes with, it's a news agency, but it's also selling gift and a whole bunch of other items. But it's competing with Officeworks, it's competing with online, it's competing with all the gift shops on Glenferrie Road, Malvern. We're competing for greeting card business from 10 or 12 card shops that are within a couple of minutes from this shop. So there's a lot of competition around, and anything we can do to be more competitive has got to be a good thing for this business. So we're trying to be efficient, and the tools we have today help us do that. The tools that I know that are coming down the line, like being able to eliminate reporting, for example, and have the AI model say, hey, this is what you should be aware of in your business. Here are the opportunities for growth. Here are things that maybe aren't working that you should stop doing. And I think it's really exciting because we're able to do that in a way that means the intellectual property within my business doesn't leak out to other businesses. I can have some settings within the AI tools that I use to ensure that that's the case. I think there's certainly a lot of noise about AI out there. The tools that we're using today are real, they're proven, and they're helping us, and I know hundreds of other retailers who are using the same software. I think the tools that are going to come later this year, later in 2025, they're going to be a big step forward in terms of productivity. Then if I start to think about what might come in 2026, I'm even more excited. And I think this is kind of the thing for all of us in small business retail. Our businesses are certainly under pressure. It's a very competitive marketplace. Economically, things are not necessarily as strong as people would like. But I do think we very much are responsible for making our own success. And using AI tools is part of that. You're going to have a lot of people out there who are going to be promoting AI and marketing AI in this and AI in that. And I think if someone's pitching, for example, software to you with AI tools, what you need to do is say to them, can you show me, please? Show me the AI tools. Let me see them working. I think that's critical because it's easy to promote something. It's entirely another thing to deliver it. And Tower Systems has certainly delivered that. As I said, 2 or 3 years ago, we started doing this. So the tools that I'm talking about today, receiving invoices electronically, that even you don't have electronic files for, just through a PDF, that exists, people are using it. Doing price check with other retail compared to other retailers, that exists, people are using it. Generating product descriptions, people are using that. Writing blog posts from within the point of sale software, people are using that. From the next update, you'll have several of the reporting tools replaced by AI generated, or not replaced, they'll still be there. The reports will be there for people who love them and will want to keep using them. But for those who want to go beyond that, who want to get a faster insight, who are time poor and really want to achieve better outcomes, the AI insights will be there. Now, there are going to be some people who they might believe negative stories out there about AI and think, I don't want to run the risk with my shop. That's fine. No one's forcing you to do it. No one's putting you under pressure to do it. But I'll say this, I think the competition will pressure you to do it. Big businesses are rushing to AI like rapidly. It's a sprint for them. But it's harder for them. It's easier within small business. The Tower Software's already got these AI tools today. As I said, it's delivering this for retailers. And the goal of this video is to say, here is what I am using in my shop in Glenferrie Road, Malvern. It's very personal for me. I want to make sure that that business remains profitable and continues to grow. It's also a business with a very successful online presence. And so my use of AI straddles the physical store as well as the online. And I think that's critical. That's really critical that, I'm kind of living in this world that I'm pitching to you. and I'm very happy with what it's achieving for the business. I think from an independent small business retailer perspective, the Tower Solution's a really good solution. It's a solution that fits in this space, and you know, I don't like people who are kind of braggy. I've got the best in Australia, or I've got the fastest or the most loved, because I'm skeptical of those things. But I really do think that what Tower has delivered in terms of AI tools for small business retailers, sorry, is probably the most advanced that you'll find embedded in the POS software today. We're real leaders in that field, and I'm really proud of that situation. So, if you're wondering about AI in your retail business, look for software that's got AI tools embedded in the software, have them demonstrated to you. We've got other videos on our Tower YouTube channel that will show you the AI tools that I'm talking about. But don't just get the tools, use them. Use them to benefit your business and grow your business. I think that's the thing that's really critical here. We're in a moment in time in retail where we've got to be more competitive than ever, more focused than ever, more focused on the success of the business. And success doesn't only come from doing things that generate a lot of sales for you. Success also comes from mitigating against failure or things that don't work out. And that's where the AI tools can really help because of the insights that are available. I'm really excited for what you're going to get to see in the back half of 2025, and I'm even more excited for what's going to come down the line in 2026. AI is going to be a game changer for local independent small businesses. It's not expensive, it's not out of touch, it's accessible to you, and I think it's an opportunity for our size businesses, our small retail businesses, to shine and thrive. Thanks for watching. My name's Mark Fletcher. I started Tower Systems, sold the company late last year, still really happy to be working within the business. And I also own retail shops, and I'm really happy to have them as well. So what I'm talking about here is real. It's not just me saying what some other people should do. It's what I'm saying I need to do in my own shop for the success of the businesses that I have. Thanks for watching.